when they come
Who
on.
play is this?
With the
Sydney, that you making?
No, yeah.
Mine.
You don't want to eat?
I have to take my time. Here you go.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Galentine, the live Galentine, where we're open to the floor is open to discussion. That's how you say it, right? Yeah.
Anyway.
We're taking suggestions and conversations.
No, she's funny.
Ooh,
Feel
look at my
free.
sister watching. Hi, sister.
The floor is open
Thank you.
to conversation.
Hey, y'all.
Thank you guys and have a nice day. Here you go.
my best friend finally made it on the live, y'all.
What's the wait? I'm gonna keep the headphones so you won't hear the live.
Okay.
This live is delayed.
Hey, Patricia, girl. It was nice seeing you.
We late as usual.
So how was everybody's week?
Mine was busy as fuck, bro.
Yo, you really was.
It was like I'm literally running on an hour of sleep.
Wow.
For the week.
No, seriously.
For the week.
My week was very much
So
stressful.
please do not disturb tomorrow. Thank you.
Ray, how was your week?
Long. I'm running on 2 hours of sleep.
Sydney?
I just came from work.
She had a long day. Miss Gladys, how was your week?
Good. It was good.
Only one.
It was good.
Anyway, y'all, what's your drink for the night?
This is the love bug, y'all. What's in
Yes.
it?
And it's lovely.
Let me up and drink this. Where the fuck is my love bug at?
It's the love bug.
Okay, the
It's,
milk is
um,
milfing. The milk is milfing. Body, yada, yada.
Oh yeah, I see the merch.
It's,
Yes, get in tune with the milk onesies, y'all.
Yes.
Strawberry Jose Cuervo margarita with Jose Cuervo
Can y'all hear us?
in there
If you got a headache, it'll make it go away.
with a strawberry wine cooler. It is. I put all that in there.
I'm
And-
gonna make sure I put up her TikTok, y'all, so y'all can know what the love bug is.
Yeah, and she.
Now, after I drink this-
I got salsa.
I'll let y'all know within 2 to 4 weeks if my love bug came.
Lord, how much?
Okay.
If it didn't, this really ain't no love bug ocean. Whatever she got going on.
Love fucking.
All right, can I ask a question?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Do you guys believe in soul ties?
That was deep. That's kind of hot.
No, really. Do you believe in soul ties?
But, why are you laughing?
Why are you laughing? That's a conversation. Nobody else asking questions. Come on.
So explain what soul ties is, though. What you mean by soul ties?
So we do the official
'Cause
definition and then like what everyone thinks a soul tie is.
Well, my
Letitia, we got seafood salad and fried chicken.
Shoulda came, coulda got you some.
Yeah, Letitia. I see Letitia today.
yeah. So wait, what's your definition of a soul tie? Because maybe I could be wrong.
I feel like everybody's definition of a soul tie is different.
What is the? That's what I'm saying. Like, what's the official definition of a soul tie? Because everybody be on these spirituality journeys now and stuff. So it's like,
Right.
what is it like?
I also feel
Let me
like
look it up.
I also feel like a soul tie it could possibly be like a negative thing too.
That's
Yes.
yeah. Most likely it is.
Yeah.
Because it's like for me, when it was me, you know, like,
Mm-hmm.
oh God, I hate being wrong.
Y'all can't
No,
tell half stories. You can't.
No.
Yeah, you can't
Like,
best
no,
friend
for
it.
me,
Yeah, just be advised. These are the people I call mostly every day for the shit that goes on in my life, and this is how they react to every freaking thing.
Okay, I got it. I got
go
the
ahead.
official
And it's like it's
definition.
long.
This
too.
is the first one that popped up on Google.
Mommy, can I have some help?
I know.
Oh my God, the love bug is out.
Yeah.
All right, back in the
And
room.
now
Okay.
this is a MilfnTine. So our kids are here. Okay, they are here, and we milfing with kids. Every kid come through, cause be on TV. Come
I get
on.
one good time to say hi.
My two come out. These my boys. Say hi. All right, bye.
Jada, come say hi.
Jada.
Bye.
This
Your
DJ.
auntie up there watching too. Say hi, TT. Turn around to the camera.
That's the love bug.
Say hi.
And my goddaughter.
You know she ain't
She wrote camera shy, like her mama. And my nephew is currently probably kicking somebody's ass. She's not here. Alright, so
I'm gonna read the definition of what a soul tie is.
alright, bye. Love y'all. Close the door.
They say a soul tie refers to the phenomenon of meeting someone for the first time and feeling like you've already known them.
Oh, that was my.
Wait, say that again. Say it again.
See, that's what I'm talking
Wait,
about.
read that again.
A soul tie.
Okay, but there's like two. The second one I feel like is more.
What do y'all feel like a soul tie is?
Somebody who you have a strong connection with.
In a positive or negative way?
Honestly, I think positive.
It would have to be
Alright,
Because you got a
positive.
twin flame too, which is two different things.
I didn't know.
So now my question was,
You believe in soul ties?
Do you
My soul
believe in soul
ties
ties?
was like something or someone, like for me, that you can't shake, and you know it's no good for you. You get what I'm saying?
okay, what
And
you
it's
feeling?
like,
She open though.
but no,
Alright.
but no, it's just like somebody you can't shake, and you know it's no good for you. You know, that's who you're comfortable with.
They said I was about to say Mama G lit. It's not always positive. Yeah, I feel like
That's true.
I don't believe in soul ties because I don't really put myself in a category to tie myself with one at the moment. I never was able to tie myself fully with all aspects as a soul tie. Like my soul wasn't always into something. Like it wasn't. I was in all aspects of a tie. I was always able to undo the knot. If that makes sense.
But it took a while, right? I'm not saying that it's gonna be like a forever thing, but
Okay.
it
So
took
it's
you a
not a
while
forever
to.
thing?
No, it's just a period. I guess like a time frame that you're going through. Like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I believe you went through it. You just
No,
knew how to
no.
shake it more than you did, and I can vouch for that. But like, yeah.
Letitia next. What do you feel like it's a soul tie?
No, for real, you did. Don't try to shake the thing off now.
You just. I don't know. Maybe I did. Maybe I didn't.
What you-
Right now.
Ray,
I don't know.
I feel like I've had a soul tie before. In a sense where like I met somebody and like our connection from the beginning was just like magnetic. Sparks all the time. We got along on all
I love
levels.
that.
Like it was a really good friendship and everything. I would say I'm not sure how I guess strong I felt that was because for me, even when I've come to realize like even when I'm really like in love with someone, like I still know how to love me a little bit more. Where if it's like if it's not, I've had to kind of learn how to do it in a better way because even prior to this, like I did love me more, but I'd be like, oh, you know, give them a chance and try all that shit. But I feel like my soul tie, like me and the person were very compatible. It was just the fact that like I knew better because I'm like, you're not going to choose better for yourself and I can't force you to do that. And that's what I want for me.
Right.
So if you can't do it on your own, like,
Yeah. Cut that tie.
Right.
I had to.
I get it.
Preach, girl.
Letitia said, anyone you have sex with, you exchange that energy with.
Definitely believe
I don't
that.
believe that. Not anyone.
No. I do believe you exchange like energy with each person you have sex with because
That's why they always say
on a
be careful who you
scientific
have sex
level,
with,
like
right?
women, we this is just little stuff I read before, but we give off like a certain chemical when we have sex. Our bodies don't remake it. and we don't replenish it. Like we give it off when we have sex. So it's like those times where you're connected with someone, like you leave a piece of yourself with them. And depending on how many times you deal with them, so like for instance, like a friends with benefit situation, everybody starts with the okay, you on your thing and I'm on my thing, and then out of nowhere somebody is like a little bit more into it than the other. When in reality you both know what you walked into.
Yes.
But and y'all, you know, mentally you both on the same page, but eventually that physical and chemical connection is stronger than a mental thing. In the sense that, yeah, you understand you're not my boyfriend, I'm not your girlfriend,
Right.
etc., etc. But in reality, it's like y'all punching a lot, and eventually there's emotions tied in that and everything. So y'all gonna be tied to each other to a certain extent. So I do believe in an energy exchange. Like sex is an energy exchange.
But do you think that you can be sexually involved with somebody and that's all it is?
Yes.
Tune out
Yes.
Because for me,
it takes a lot.
Yeah, but for
No,
me,
not for me.
for me, I was in an 11-year situation,
Yes.
but didn't bring feelings and emotions in. It
For
is-
11 years?
it-
You
Oh,
right.
that's crazy.
But you
Now-
know what it is? Things
That
like
even
no.
makes sense.
I feel like things like that is
Teach us
possible, but a lot of times,
How you gonna let me talk about my situation, but you gonna tell me I'm lying, like you was in my situation?
11 years and you telling me it was
I
just-
dealt with somebody for 11
Oh,
years.
you right.
In-
You right.
Yeah,
You got that.
in a
That happened to me.
in a situation, but with me
No.
at that point in my life, I didn't bring no strings attached. It is what it is. Thursday and Saturday, that's all it is. No phone call, that's it.
but I feel like that comes from conditioning
What you
of
mean
being
time for you to
disappointed.
go?
I
Hey,
feel like
brother.
when you get disappointed by enough people, especially like being a black woman, it's very like not all of us, but for a good portion of us, we've learned disappointment at an early age.
Right.
So your coping mechanism is like, okay, I gotta emotionally detach before it happens to me.
Exactly.
So time and time after, you know, you learn how to like, okay, hide this part of me. Even if you feel it, you learn how to shake it
You
loose
learn
or
how
tuck
to-
it real
yeah.
tight. Cause I know for a good portion of, you know, my life, I knew someone, I can't even say I knew someone. The person I'm dating now, I've known for like probably almost 10 years. And the span of our, you know, relationship or, you know, friendship, whatever, we were always involved with one another.
I'm sorry.
You good. We were always involved with one another, but we knew like, okay, like this not serious, whatever, but it was always respectful. Now that we are in a committed relationship, you know, I can openly say like, okay, like the feeling's always been there, but I knew to check them at the door because this is what we agreed to, and in order to make sure I'm protecting myself emotionally and not expecting too much from you, I have to make sure like, yeah, even if this is not something I want to hear, or if it's something that I want to say, I ain't gonna say it. Like now, he's like, yo, I never knew you was this soft, because you was never gonna know at all.
Well, see, my situation, Khadijah was young, so Khadijah don't know everything she thinks she knows about her mother. She only know what I let her know. But for me, at that point, I had just got out of a marriage, so I didn't want everything that came with a relationship.
Right.
I just wanted what it was. But the only thing that messed us up, he caught feelings.
He caught feelings.
No, he caught feelings. We happened to get invited to the same wedding. And he was there with somebody. I was by myself. But that person didn't exist. It was focused on me, and like he started threatening, like a dude to come buy me a drink. He started threatening.
But he was there with somebody.
It wasn't no feelings anymore. But this is what I'm explaining to you. It wasn't. It was feelings for him and not for me. So I had to back it all the way up and let it go.
I wouldn't even say that, because I say that guys don't even be having a big amount of feelings for you. They just selfish as fuck.
Right.
No,
I wouldn't say
my
that
situation
because
was feelings.
No, I'm not saying yours, but I'm saying like people do stuff like that, And they're like, oh, why you letting him buy you a drink? Yeah, like why you letting him buy you a drink and stuff like that. And I'm quick to say like, nigga, you ain't my nigga. So I could let anybody buy me a drink if I wanted to. But at the end of the day, it's just a selfish thing that some men have.
Some men.
Where they know they're not fully involved with you. They just don't want you messing with nobody else because they probably know in the back, at the end of the day, they ain't shit anyway. And this nigga might be that dude. So they don't want you to be going down the line, oh, he bought you a drink. Now you talking to him. Now you texting him. Now you fucking him. Now you doing all this other stuff. And now you forgot about this lame ass nigga. So they don't always be like that.
That just made me laugh a little bit.
Yes.
That is true, but I feel like to a certain extent, too, not trying to like defend dudes, but I have come to realize a good portion of them are not as emotionally intelligent as we are. Mm-hmm. So like, you know, when you're in elementary school and they would say like, oh yeah, you know, the boy that picks on you probably got a little crush on you. In reality, like, you know, some men, especially, you know, black men or, you know, men of color, they may view love in a different way. So they may see things like, okay, let me tell you something. Because they saw it done in a certain way, that's how they repeat it. So it's not to say that they may not care, but they just don't understand how to express it. They was never exposed to that.
Yeah. So if you don't, so in other words, if you don't come up in a household where there's affection and love, say you come into a household where a man and a woman and they show affection, they show emotions and all that, do you think the kids grow up knowing that, feeling that same thing, or?
Yeah, definitely.
From versus being brought up in a single parent home and don't see that affection.
Yeah. Well, no, I don't feel like
I just missed it. What happened?
It depends on the person.
Yeah.
Because there's people that come from two parents hole that's messed up, and there's people that come from single parents hole that turn out good. So it all depends on the person what they want to do.
But you don't think you're taught affection and love? If you see somebody,
you're definitely taught it.
So if you're in a household with a mother and father that show affection, that talk about affection, that you see the love, you don't think that's what kids say, oh, when I grow up, that's how I want my relationship. Versus being in a single parent, you know, being with a single parent, whether it's a male or a female, you don't see that affection. You basically see a man or a woman coming in and out. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
you know what I'm saying? Because, well, some people, if you're the average woman, you gonna put your kids to sleep before you bring your company in, and your company gonna leave before your kids
My
wake
kids
up.
won't be in the house when I got company. Mama too loud.
I get what you're saying, but I feel like I think when it comes to like people learning how to love, I don't think it necessarily is based on what you are raised around. It's also a personal decision.
Exactly.
Because regardless of what people say, your environment really does make you. So even if your house may not have two people in it that's, you know, showing, you know, romantic love, even if you are able to view platonic love, that's good enough, because it's able to be able to be transferable, where people can see like, okay, like this is how you're supposed to act and stuff. But it's also a personal thing, because we know people who they parents raised them right, and you outside in the streets like a dog. That don't have nothing to do with your mama. That's a personal choice. So it's always, for me, it's like a little bit of environment. It's like a mixture of environment and personal choice.
Yes, because in my family, my boys are affectionate. My daughter's not.
But I will say this, and this is no shade.
After I hit 30, I became.
No. This is no shade to no black moms or nothing like that. But naturally, a lot of black moms are a lot tougher on their daughters, because they want to build that. No. Let me be real.
son opened
And it's
up
not
the
to
door
say
right
that
now.
they're trying to be mean, but in a very protective mother way, you don't never want your child to feel any of the hurt you went through. So you try to get them ready for the shit. Way
Yeah,
before.
but you can't get them ready because
It ain't no getting ready. But what you don't realize is
because if you tell them what you experienced, they still gotta experience that shit for themselves.
that granted.
Okay,
but
and
what
you
a
need
lot of
to-
black mothers
yeah,
don't
they
be
gotta experience it for
understanding
themselves, so
is
you gotta
they don't
understand
really do
that
it with
too.
their words. It's more so their actions.
And I was a
It's
very
their actions.
affectionate,
It's the
very
you can't go
affectionate
nowhere.
mom.
You're not about to
I
go
don't know
to, like,
why she's not affectionate. Very affectionate.
Because you just
When
like
she
you
was
said, I gotta
younger.
experience stuff. You gotta experience what I experienced. You didn't experience what I experienced and why I turned out not to be affectionate.
Yeah, because when you
I
were
wasn't
younger,
born not affectionate. It
no,
happened.
you was affectionate when you was
Shut the
younger.
clock, cause she got me.
But I don't know. Khadija been saying that for she been saying that for a long time, and that you just said it, but that shit been bothering me for years because I have 4 kids and I have 3 boys, and she say you're harder on me than you are on your boys. You soft on your boys.
Okay, so
No.
we gonna take a lick to mamas being so hard on their daughters.
No,
Okay.
show me what you mean by being hard on their
I'm gonna be for
daughters.
real, and because Mom G, been there, love y'all. I don't even want to put your son's name out there, but that motherfucker was cutting the fuck up.
Who Nate? You know she know why the kids all the time.
He was cutting up. Let Khadija have done that shit one time. One time, yo, not vacuuming one day. I forget what we was doing. We didn't fucking
You
vacuum.
ain't bringing up
That
shit.
shit, yo.
Oh my god.
When you got cussed out, you would have thought we was in there turned up, drinking her liquor and shit.
Why she didn't vacuum when I told
Yeah,
her?
we ain't vacuum, but like,
Y'all see
So,
but I feel like y'all make it feel like, okay, boys are supposed to be rough and they gotta get it out and all that. Like, nah.
they gotta disobey their parents.
They don't have to
but
do
you
none of that.
as a daughter,
Okay, so,
you cannot.
okay.
You must listen to
So
everything I say.
y'all experienced.
Everything I say.
So you experienced a little
Yeah.
of Khadija and me. So you think honestly I was harder on Khadija than I was on my boys?
Y'all better speak up.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like
You gotta be like,
when Nate was cutting up, he like, I don't know. I feel like had it been Khadija, that would have been nipped in the ass way early, way sooner. But it was like, not only that, but Nate was the baby too. So it was like that plays a big part into it. Nate was the baby, so.
but Nate did a lot of shit that Khadija didn't do.
That's probably why.
You think I was harder?
Nate was.
We've had this conversation.
Nate was a fucking terror.
That bothers me.
Nate was a terror.
'Cause I don't know why-
I don't. Nate
Is
was
it that
bad.
I'm hard on her, or is it I'm trying to protect her
You're trying to
from
protect
some of
her.
the stuff that
You
I went through
experienced.
that I didn't want my daughter to go through?
But
Yeah.
I didn't go what you went through. I didn't
That's
go
the
what
thing.
you went
She
through.
never
I
had to go
took
through
my
what she
own
went
path.
through.
You ain't even go through what I went through. You wasn't pregnant at 16, so you can't. It don't matter how you raise your kids. Your kids is always gonna go in a path that they feel like they're gonna go in. But you still was hard on me, even though I pushed myself to do everything that I
Hard on you what,
possibly
after
could
you
do.
got pregnant or
No,
your
it's
whole
just in
life?
general.
This
My
real
whole
drink.
life I had to fight.
This drink. That's gotta make.
My whole life I had to fight.
Okay, see.
Like,
Oh,
get
oh,
the fuck out of here. I don't see that. Maybe y'all see
Oh,
it.
here go the argument, because I'm ready to fight. Wait.
I don't see
Did they come
that.
in here talking shit?
Letitia, what's true? My
No.
older brother, Jamil said, y'all don't know what y'all talking about. We show love to our mom. No, it's not
We're
even
not
that.
saying y'all don't show love. Y'all know. You're not coming in at the beginning
Jamil
of the
came in
podcast.
and
You
black
can't
out
come
on
in the
that.
middle.
Don't start talking about Jamil's mother.
Y'all, he gonna come in the
Yeah.
middle. Ain't nobody saying y'all ain't love y'all
He gonna
mom.
black out.
Us black, the teacher said us black women are always tough to be strong women, not able to be our soft selves. That's why, Brian, I don't know, man. You just.
I don't see what y'all see.
No.
You know what? It's,
I don't
no,
see
you know
me
what it
being
is? It's
hard
because
on her. I'm seeing me being a
Preparing her
protective
for the-
mother because she's my only
But
daughter.
that's what
Because
Brianna basically saying.
everybody
Before.
always say, you know, you do this, Khadijah, and Khadijah say this her brother. But I think each one of my kids are different individuals. That's how I deal with them all. But it bothers me when Khadijah say I'm hard on her because I don't understand when she say, "Mine, you know, you hard on me." I don't understand what she's saying.
You are.
Because
You should be
I
doing
feel like,
this.
you know what it
You
is?
should be doing that.
No,
you
should be. No, the difference.
My whole thing. Let me say this because I'm about to. You think that I'm supposed to be how you was raising your kids, and I'm a different type of mom. I'm not the same.
Okay.
And not to say.
No. I
Because I know
understand.
my mother is the motherfucking shit. But I'm not my mother. I'm not my mom.
Right.
I'm my daddy's son.
And
That's
she's a
why
Leo
you
like her
hard
mother,
on me.
and she's totally different.
Because you're August Leo, I'm a July Leo. We don't compare. We are two
Different.
different
She's the
people.
total opposite of me. Because sometimes I ask God,
What?
like, you sure I was supposed to have to do it? It's because Khadijah is, to me, Khadijah acts like a fucking dude.
But you gotta remember too. You have to remember.
Some of Khadijah's ways.
No, I agree.
Some of Khadijah's ways.
She do have.
I be
she
like,
does.
that's
But I feel
dudes
like
do that shit.
that.
Yeah.
That
I
things,
don't
I feel like
understand how they
things
got
like
on
that.
my platform and jumping on me.
No, it's not a bad thing. It's like I feel like she learned how to be like that between seeing and viewing other people's relationships and all that. So she's like, man, I ain't finna get caught up in this shit. And on top of that, when a lot of black moms, they don't realize that whether it's a black mom or a mother figure, whatever, y'all are so protective of, or not so protective. Y'all are so ready to protect your small female, you know, offspring or whatever from the shit that you went through.
Right.
You feel like you gotta scare them out of it. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I was raised by my sister. Love her to fucking death. She was hard as hell on me. I had to go be inside at 7 o'clock. I had to do all. So it's like what I feel like parents don't understand is like it's just like a little kid. When you tell them don't touch that shit or don't do that, you driving them straight to it. So a lot of I feel like black moms, they try to shy their daughters away from things by fear. Or if you get pregnant, I ain't gonna help you. I ain't gonna. That's not gonna help me because in reality, it's not saying like, okay, well, don't get pregnant. It's really preparing you to say, all right, bitch, you gonna be by your fucking self. So regardless of if I be pregnant or not, so what you're doing is you're training them to be by themselves and only depend on themselves and not be able to like easily confide in the parent or whoever it is that's taking care of them because bitch, you done scared me. I don't even want to tell you this shit going on now because I don't feel comfortable. You might fuck around and think like, oh, I'm doing this on purpose.
But if us parents put the fear in our daughters, how did we put the fear in y'all and y'all still went out there and got pregnant and still did the shit that we tried to
It's
put the fear in?
It's not that you put the fear. It's the fact that you put the fear in me early, so that it don't really scare me no more. So now at the end of the point, I already know what to expect. You done told me from the time I got my period to right now, if I get pregnant, I'm by myself. So when the shit happened, I started moving like I gotta be by myself on the shit. So it's like, it's kind of like speaking the shit into existence. Whereas, like, I feel like whereas some people, some black women or moms will feel like, okay, if I tell you this and I scare you, you're not gonna do it. Like, nah, it's not gonna tell me. But if you was to break it down and say, hey, look, you get pregnant, it's gonna be hard. I'm gonna be there for you, but I can't do it all for you, and that shit's still gonna be hard.
And I think I was that parent. I told Khadijah to come to me, and when she felt I did, but she didn't.
No,
I did tell you that.
You told me to what?
I told you if you had an urge to come to me, I didn't, and we'll take care of it.
Mom, we didn't really talk about sex.
Yes, we.
No, we really didn't. Like it really wasn't like a conversation where we said that.
like, don't fucking do it.
Yeah,
If you do, don't fucking come home with no kids. 'Cause I ain't raising
it was
none.
basically telling me what not to do. We never sat down and had to talk about
If you do want
if
to
you
do it, how
feel
to
it,
safely
yeah.
do it.
But I'm not saying because
But you're not the only one. That's
Yeah.
all of us.
No.
Because and now we're learning that regardless of what you tell your kids not to do, you're better off preparing them for if they do it, to do it in a way where it's safe. And if you need help, come to me. Because
I feel like it's harder for moms to talk to their daughters than their sons, kind of.
But I told you to come to me.
I'm not going to come to you.
Okay, so that's not my fault if I had to talk and she didn't come to me.
My whole thing was, my situation is different than most when I decided to have sex. So I wasn't coming to you. Wasn't coming to you after that.
Because I'm doing lie.
You thought it was going to be consequences?
No.
I'm going to fucking lie. I did not. To this fucking day, I did not. Because you already put the fear of God in me, of me telling you the truth. So now,
it's just
if
like,
I'm telling you the truth, it got to be like, back to the wall, shit is on fire, and I cannot put it out by myself. So now I'm going to tell you, because you've trained me my whole life to handle this shit by myself. You done told me I'm going to have to handle this shit by myself. So
True. I'm
trying to do what you told me to do. Until I can't no more.
Letitia said, I don't think pregnancy should be looked at as fear. That's only in the black community, to be honest.
Right. That's true.
Mom, go ahead, bro.
You were scared
Who was scared?
to come tell me?
That I was pregnant?
Yeah.
Are you crazy?
Why you was scared?
I was 16 years old. Who
So
the
you was
fuck
scared
up?
because you was 16 or you was scared
Yeah.
So you knew?
No, we ain't know.
We didn't know, but I'm just saying.
Know.
I was scared when I was grown and living in my own shit and got pregnant with Kasab, to tell you. You know why?
No, I knew you.
Oh, okay.
I knew it. I knew you was pregnant. I
No,
told
you
her.
knew I was gonna get pregnant.
I said, as soon as you gonna get pregnant.
But
you
I
know
did. First day of my apartment.
See, that's that bullshit
Yes.
right there.
This really the first day.
You see that bull? That's that bullshit right there.
But
That's that bullshit.
First day I moved in, baby.
Yeah, but we
No first.
we don't do it. We don't do it. We don't do that for no. We don't do that. I don't think to put fear. I don't think. It's a lot of reasons I think parents do that. I don't know, because my mother was from the old school, so they didn't talk about sex. They didn't. You know, you could. I'm getting ready. You gotta calm the fuck down. I don't. You know, I'm confused here.
Thank you,
talking to y'all.
Letitia. It still didn't make you less
No.
than. I know, but
No,
black mom put
I'm
fear in people's
confused
hearts.
having this conversation because she said that I didn't talk about sex. But I
No,
don't
I'm
know
saying
how
you
I
didn't.
didn't talk about it to her, but I talked about it with my 3 boys. I'm confused.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm confused.
Because but you have to understand your relationship with your boys and like I could sit there.
It's
I
different with
can't
a
have
boy.
I
They're
can't
not
have
bringing
talk
a
with my
baby
god
home
boy.
to you.
I can't have her to say, girl, don't get. It's gonna be different than me telling my boys like, you better strap up here. What kind of condoms you want? Skin is the best. Don't use Trojan. Fuck, like
Yeah, because that baby not
but
coming
me
home
talking to
with
my
your boy.
goddaughter like,
That's what it is. A lot of
Fuck
times,
ass up.
moms are much
Yeah,
tougher
you
on the
think
girl
about
because that baby not coming
But-
home
and
with
that-
your boy.
and that's
that
the
baby
kind-
gonna visit, but they still gonna
that's the
have their
kind-
life. But
no.
with that girl, that's
With-
every day.
So
So that's
all
you
day.
and her raising a kid now. So
Jim-
you-
all day, every weekend.
Jamil had graduated college, was a grown ass man, and came and told me that he got somebody pregnant, and I jumped clean over the bed to grab his ass. And he was a grown ass man.
I'm not saying you didn't react the same way to the
So,
kids when they came out with the pregnancies, but it's just I feel like when it comes to girls,
We're
like
different.
we're a lot different because they're not coming from a place of not understanding. Because when it comes to a boy, you can't really tell them like, oh yeah, you know, this is how it's gonna feel.
Yeah, 'cause it's not coming to my
You're gonna
house,
tell them the
that's true.
basics. Protect yourself. Make sure you know who you're dealing with, etc. But with the girl, it's different because, like I said, that baby come home with you.
Mm-hmm.
You have to do all the upkeep or anything that comes with a pregnancy. With the boy, they just there to support. But with the female, you walking through that shit all over again. So you ain't trying to do it because you already know.
But so I don't even know how that cycle will get broke. I don't even know
What you
where.
mean?
It's broken right now because y'all having a conversation.
How would you talk to Jana about what age and how would you talk to Jana about
Like sex?
Sex. Because the birds and the bees is booty.
Well, I didn't have a chance because Ballinger did all the birds and the bees for me.
My baby father did all the birds and the bees for me.
Ballinger did it for me, so shit happened that I didn't even know of.
With Jana,
Jamil said that's a fact.
I would really.
What?
That you, whatever you did.
I would think I would wait until like her first menstrual cycle to explain the whole situation, because then it gives a purpose to like, okay, why is my body doing this every month? And then, you know, what can happen when my body does this every month and all that. And my thing is like, the fear thing works for me, but it's worked on a different couple of levels, because I already knew growing up in my situation, like, yeah, I'm being raised by my sister. Like, my dad got a ton of kids, so I got hella siblings, so I already know how it is to be. And for one, I'm like, I really enjoyed my freedom, so I knew I wasn't about to be, you know, out here with a baby, and I knew how stressful life was already for my sister, so I would not put her in that situation for her to have to take care of another kid, because I know if I would have got pregnant, it wasn't going to be no abortion. That door was already closed, wrapped up, and done with. So it's like, I'm not going to do that. So the fear, in a sense, worked, but also, like, I'm selfish. I want my freedom. I don't got too much of it, so for me to share it with a little person, it's going to piss me off.
Wait, hold your thought. Natisha says, to be honest, y'all might not agree with me, but women are put to extend family trees, take care of family, and the men is put here to protect, provide, and lead.
I truly believe that. You're not wrong, Letitia. My thing is, a lot of us are just now learning how to be in, like, good relationships, understand when someone is not treating you right, understand how to stand on your boundaries of what you want and all that. Like, all of that takes time and experience, and especially, I feel like now within this, I don't know, new sector, but this new wave of like self-love and everything, you're realizing like loving yourself is ensuring that you're safe in whatever decisions that you're making and sound in them.
Right. And
regardless of what you're doing or what the outcome may be, as if you're happy with whatever you're doing and you can handle it, kudos to you, type thing, because it's your life. At the end of the day, everybody can have their opinion, but if you know you can handle your shit, by all means. So, and we starting to learn like shit. Whether you put fear in me or whether you at the end of the day, I'm still gonna make that decision, and one of those things is gonna make it harder for me to make it. So.
But it's the generations too, because you got to remember the generations from my mom to my mom's mom to her mom's mom. Back then, they were having babies young, but back then the men was working and the women were home taking care of the kids, and you know.
Now the men don't want to.
Women are having less kids now.
Yeah, so like with my mom never. And my mom had 3 girls and 2 boys. My mom never talked about sex.
And also to the men we deal with.
She never.
Some of us.
My oldest sister. My oldest sister told me about the birds and the bees. You know what I'm saying? So my mother never had that conversation, and I thought like I thought I was gonna, because I always said to myself, the way my mother was, I'm not gonna be like that with my kids. But I guess it didn't happen.
I feel like what we fail to realize is like sometimes, especially with moms, we feel like, oh, I'm not gonna be that way with my kids and stuff. Like, we're creatures of learning things out of habit. Like art, and like I said, like our environment and actions teach us more than words. So it's not to say that you weren't like her, but with each generation, you become a better version of the last one. Right. So it's not like, don't take this conversation like, oh, I wasn't the best one. I would say this conversation to open up and say, you know what? She's gonna be able to be a better mom, and when she does have a daughter, she's gonna be the one. So it's like the foundation is being set. Right. Because from the time where you were with your mom and you didn't get any help or all that, you feel me? Look how you help her now. Because you know you've been through it. Yes, please. The shit is hard, and as much as, you know, I want to tell her, like, don't do it, it's going to be hard, I can't punish her if she goes through it, because the shit don't make it no easier if I punish her. Mm-hmm. So, with that, it's just as the generations go, the emotional intelligence rises. Whereas in the black, I feel like that's how it is in black communities, because no shade to no Spanish people, but like they be having kids young and their parents be like, yeah, I'm gonna be there with you, gonna rock with you, and you realize in their families, the shit don't stop. It really be going. 15 years apart, everybody. Grandma 30, mom is 15, great grandma 45, great, like it's not. I'm not trying to get. We gonna keep it real, but let's be for real. It's not to say that it was shunned. It was just like in their community, it's like, yo, once you got the baby, benediction, it's a blessing.
Right.
That's it. Where us, we knew it was harder because it's more mouth to feed. We ain't gonna get as much help as everybody.
And I guess
else.
we really didn't want, we don't want, our daughters going through the struggles because I've always told Khadijah from day one, whether, even when I was married to her dad, I said when I was married to her dad and I had kids, I'm still a single parent. Because 80% was on me. I was still, and I told Khadijah I was married, but I still felt I felt like a single parent. And I told Khadijah, it doesn't matter if it's a two family household, a woman, you still, and I had a husband and 4 kids, and I still felt like a single parent.
And that's exactly where you at. What a lot of
but I don't like that either, because the fact that she said that to me, and that's where my fits came up at with men.
Yeah.
Where I felt like I could have possibly had a good man, and now I'm thinking like I'm gonna still be a fucking single parent, and that's not true.
No.
Because I actually met a few people, black women, where it's definitely a 50-50 in the household, or you don't feel like you are a single mom. So that's something that, like I said, it goes back to certain stuff that she was raised up, that she's pushed down to me, that I had to see for myself. Being around, changing my circle, doing stuff like that, and realizing that, no, it's actually men out there that is willing to help you. I mean, I ain't meet him yet, but if you out there, call me back.
Call me back.
All right. Get another topic.
It's Galentine, so let's talk about female friendships, because
we gonna be my
Wait till I come back over there.
Because that's the one for me. Because a lot of you, and I'm gonna point my finger out here, a lot of y'all are not good girlfriends. You're not a girl's girl. You're just a girl.
Well, I agree, but I also feel like every one of us been there where we wasn't a girl's girl. Meaning, not a girl's girl, where we wasn't a
good girlfriend. But I feel like a good girlfriend is someone who can acknowledge where you went wrong at and then correct it.
It also goes back to how long, because it took me a long time to realize that just because I show up don't always mean I'm being a good friend, right? Or always because I call you don't mean I'm a good friend.
But why do you say that?
Because it's different. It's different. Just like how we dissect our relationships with our men, we should be dissecting our friendships as well. All the shit that we put into these men, because we give them, how they say, several chances all the time.
This is the thing. You gotta know what I've learned in my 30s that I didn't know in my 20s is different friendships.
Come on here. She don't want to eat on camera, y'all. This the shy friend. Because everybody else we eat. Well, good food.
It's different level of friendships, and the friendships you have in high school and then when you get in your adult life is different. Sometimes when you're friends with people like 10, 15, 18 years, you sometimes grow apart, you change, you level up. Some people don't level up with you.
Oh, you realize they ain't shit.
Say that one more time.
You realize they ain't shit.
Because I had a friend that we were friends over, how old is my oldest? 42.
Wow, really?
I had a friend.
That means I'm old. I don't like that.
You know what happened?
I had a friend that we were friends for years. And both our sons are 42. But we had the friendship, like we hung, our boys hung. I'm the boys' godmother. And separated because I moved, she moved, but still remained friends. When we see each other's like you start up that conversation that you left off. Up until 2 years ago. Because I guess we were so close as friends that I guess she felt like she can say and do what she want to do to me. You know what I'm saying? So I had to let that friendship go. You know what I'm saying? I had to let that friendship go for both of us. You know what I'm saying? So it won't end up in a, you know, a really...
It wouldn't implode real quick.
Yeah. So, you know, sometimes you do grow out of friendship, but sometimes you question, like, why that friendship? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I've done that.
Yeah. I did too.
I've had my fair share. For me, I feel like friendship breakups are always harder for me than dudes because, I really be loving my friends.
Yeah,
I love my friends hard. Sometimes I don't know if they know it or feel it or whatever, but I take my friendships serious. And if I'm your friend, I'm really your friend. So when I start seeing signs of oh, you not giving me friend, or you treating somebody else how I feel like you should treat me, and you can't treat me like that.
Yeah,
That's just a problem. And I'm allowed. Because one thing for sure, everybody's friendship cannot be, I guess, measured on the same scale or whatever the case may be. But I feel like when it comes to being a friend, where it counts is are you there in the moments that you're truly needed? It doesn't have to be that if you're there, monetarily, however you're there, but in the moments that you need to be there, can you show up?
Right.
And not only that, but a lot of people be feeling okay, you can't go through things with your friends, but it's nah, you should be able to go through things with your friends and then come back.
Work it back. That's my whole thing.
If you can't work it back, then to me it feels like it was never no love there.
And then you question damn, and they're a good person, they got a good heart, but you both stubborn and nobody gonna make that extra step. You know what I'm saying? But it's shit. It's hard it's really hard being a good friend. Because what is a good friend?
Exactly. It is a lot.
I don't feel like it's hard being a good friend.
I do.
Because I feel like the easiest to
but
me,
I
only say that
it definitely has to come both ways.
It gotta be a 50-50. It can't be a 60-40.
Like any relationship, but
or 80-20. You know what I'm saying?
No, you're right about that. I don't feel like it's hard to be a good friend because if you care about the relationship with the person, you're willing to try to either meet in the middle or close that gap. Any relationship is never going to be 50-50 or even whatever. Sometimes it's going to be 40-60 or whatever. But are you able to put in that extra for me? That's what I feel like makes a true friendship. Because for me, I'll be honest, I do not have a lot of friends. I know people. I may be acquainted with people. I literally have 4 or 5 friends. For a long time, that was an issue for me. Yeah. But nowadays, I'm kind of cool with it because I've learned that my type of friendship ain't for everybody because it's real deep. Real deep. I will help you beat your boyfriend up, and we'll take that nigga to the hospital after type shit.
I'm not doing that.
We gonna be I'm here for a long time. But a lot of people, I feel like women don't know that because they don't know how to forgive other women because it's what they've seen in their lives growing up.
But how can you forgive this nigga and can't forgive your friend or have that conversation?
Because your friend not fucking you to put you
I don't give a fuck.
Your friend ain't fucking you.
I don't care.
It's a different thing because that's remember I was talking about having sex gives you those chemical and emotional times and all that. That ties into it.
Do, but as you get older, as an adult, you have to understand that sex ain't everything in a relationship.
You have to remember.
So my whole
you
thing
may get older, but your
that
mind don't. Everybody ain't growing at the same speed.
Your mind should be getting where it's not.
It should be, but everybody, it's not something that's so common. The older we get is the more I realize, in reality, a lot of y'all are still emotionally in high school. You can't apologize. You can't you're not there for it, and it's okay for you.
I'll be arguing with
if whoever's
bitches
gonna do with you at that space, they can do with you. A lot of people be emotionally stunted at certain ages.
Yeah.
That's what I realized.
But I just feel
Right,
like we all know that I get the sex part, the ties, all that other stuff. But I know me personally.
And not only that, but girls, your whole life you talk to forgive you, niggas come back, fix it.
Yeah,
They
that's
don't
what I'm
never say
saying.
fix your friend shit.
No, you need to, because at the end of the day, some men are temporary, and when you come back to that friend that you left for either this man or whatever the case may be, ooh,
I'm not
it
that
might
friend.
be a motherfucking problem because now you don't have that access to me now.
I'm not that friend. I'm gonna tell you right now.
You're not that. You can't
You're
have
not
it.
what friend?
I'm not the friend that you gonna disrespect and violate me over a man and then double
But it
back.
also got to be talked about because some
Oh,
women
it's
don't know that
definitely
they're actually doing it until it's told.
It's not to me. This is
You
where
don't know that
no,
you're doing it. You just think you're in your relationship at the moment.
That I
No,
could
you
beg to
don't.
differ
No, you
because
don't.
I
No, you
feel
don't.
like when you're willing
Lack of
to
communication.
forgive somebody who disrespects you in a romantic situation,
They do, Natisha.
if you are willing to forgive them, you're very much aware. But like I said, your society teaches you give your significant other a second chance. When do society say, you know what, your friend fucked up, but try again? Aaliyah said that shit about a man. And that's why y'all be out here giving these men extra chances, but your friend fucked up one time and you ready to throw her at the door.
I just be ready to fight my friend, but I tell her about herself.
I guess. But me personally, I've gotten to the stage in my life where it's like I've learned to be okay with leaving certain people where they at. Because it's a lot more trouble to try and convince someone of some shit than to just maybe when you get there, come find me. It ain't no beef.
I also feel like it
I'm gonna
depends
leave you
how
where you
long
at,
you
though.
talk about it too. Like sometimes, like you could constantly be saying the same shit to the same person. Now it's getting to the point where it's like you said, now I'm about to just leave it alone. I'm not about to keep talking to you about the same shit.
Oh yeah, I've been friends. Like I've had situations where I was told somebody something 127 times, but they told somebody with a penis to tell them for it to hit. You feel me? It's not that the message was different. It's not that the delivery was different. It's literally the messenger. So a lot of times, it's not even to say that it may be you. Sometimes these friends, they just stuck in a place where you can't save them from. And I think for women who are very protective of their female relationships and do give their all in, it's frustrating when you have that friend that you love like that and you can do those things, but it can't be reciprocated.
Right.
And then you have to
I
leave
think we
that
all been
friendship.
there though. I think we all been on both sides.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I'm real good at saying where I fucked up at in my friendships, in my relationships. You know, like I'm good at that. But also sometimes I do need to be reminded because I have so much going on that I don't realize what's going on with my friends. And vice versa. I got most of my friends forget that, you know, because I'm a strong friend, that they forget that they gotta check up on me sometimes. So it's just like,
Yeah.
I say
That was something I struggled with for a long time, and I used to get emotional. Now I'm about to unblock you, about to block y'all, and I don't want to talk to y'all. But in reality, I had to learn that like motherfuckers be going through their own hell.
But it's not.
And sometimes you have to be able to voice that you're going through your shit too.
But it's not fair. It's not fair for my shoulder you can cry on and I can't cry on yours.
but sometimes you have some people you have to I know me.
And I don't tell people, like I have friendships where I feel my friendships are one sided. I feel I go beyond and above, but they don't do it for me, but I never speak on it. I just let it pass.
But that's the issue.
And it really bothered me. But I feel if you're my friend and you've been around me and you know the way I move, you should know me.
But that's the thing. A lot of times, a friend can't be a mind reader.
People, you don't always, people change.
Yeah,
I was always the friend that, I'm about to call Khadijah because we about to slice this nigga tire and stuff like that, or we about to do this, we about to do that, or something like that. Like, I
be
grew and
treated
I
the way
changed.
I treat.
And
True,
that's
yeah.
I'm that type of
Dealing
friend
with
with
that.
you. Or what I had to learn was
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
not being
yeah.
vocal about how I wanted to be treated. I was just treating people how I want to be treated in the hopes that it will be reciprocated. But in reality,
Just like in relationships.
some people you gotta tell them like, hey girl, call me lifelong friend. So it's like when I was at my worst and struggling and nobody could realize it or pinpoint it and shit, that shit had me feeling like, do y'all even know me?
Yeah.
But now it's just like you're so expectant of me being able to handle everything.
Or you so good at hiding what you going
or
through.
not saying it or just pushing through that it don't look like no pain to you. And not only that, sometimes you be so accustomed to pain, you don't even wear that shit. That shit be like a regular day. You just move through it.
I didn't take a shot.
So it's like it takes. I feel like I have to learn how to be a vocal friend. I have to learn how to say, hey, like I need this. Hey, you know, can you check on me sometimes or whatever the case is. And when those little wants or expectations weren't being met, that's when I knew it's clips for this. Like I said, I used to have friends. You know, someone probably on this motherfucker watching right now. Hey, bitch. Hey, bitch. But now, we ain't friends no more.
Right.
Not me with the whole devil.
Right, I feel like I'm antisocial then.
I mean, no,
I'm not good with that. Like, I feel like when I go through a lot, I just shut down and
That's
be
me.
a bad friend because people feel like you don't care about me the whole time. My whole house is on fire. And it's
Oh
like,
my
I
God.
don't know
Your
how
house
to.
is on fire?
No, I'm just saying, like, you know how you're going through a lot and you don't know how to be vocal. Like, hey, like,
Yes,
I'm not my
Deacon.
best
Hey,
self.
Deacon.
Because you don't, I'm the type of person I don't want to rain on nobody's parade. So I just go in, regroup, then come back out.
I agree.
So you
That's
one
how
of them,
I am.
you one of them friends that want to go through the storm by yourself.
Yeah, because sometimes it be like a lot. And for me, like, I'm an only child, I'm a loner, like, and sometimes like, I'm learning to be more social and open up. But I feel like sometimes when I open up, people use that against me.
But
Like
that's
when
why
I
you
share
need your
certain
sisterhood.
things, as soon as they're mad at me, that's why you're stupid, that's why you this, that's why you that.
Those
Like,
not your
I
friends.
don't-
Yeah.
So it's like now I'm like very like sacred about my space. But I have the same type, I have the same friends literally, and my friends know me that the real ones that know me that like, okay, she gonna come around, but I'm learning to like.
But that's the thing. I feel like sometimes too, once your friends know you to a certain extent, like, don't wait for me to do shit because sometimes like you need to be proactive in giving a fuck about your friends.
Right.
That's true.
It's one thing to be like, oh, okay, like I know me time. All right, you got 2 to 3 days by yourself. Day 4, bitch, I'm calling you.
Right.
Like
Right.
that's it. And on top of
Letitia
that-
just said you can't expect you out of others. You will forever be disappointed.
Yeah.
True. I drink to that, not to.
And I feel like sometimes my like schedule is very busy, and like I be missing events, and people hold grudges on that. Like if you miss birthdays,
Thanks, babe.
and it's like I
Babe
didn't
said
mean
we
to
look
miss
cute,
your
y'all.
birthday. Like I had a lot
Right.
going on, I didn't have to sit or whatever.
Right,
And it's like
right.
people don't understand if you miss the event, it's like you're not a good friend.
Right.
So it's like I'm learning.
Or a friend. I hate motherfuckers. that's
My thing is too, not
inconsiderate.
exactly whoever don't
But
understand.
I get what you're saying. But at the same time, like that's where I said I understand sometimes that I'm not always a good friend either because I always think, oh, because I'm showing up for your event, I'm a good friend. In reality, I just pushed off some shit that I really needed to get because I'm trying to be a good friend to you. Not realizing that whatever I had going on, I should have been made it, and my friend should have understood why I couldn't make it. Or something like that. I mean, stuff happens. Life be life. All of us here are moms.
Being a mom, social life, and careers is rough to like handle all of it.
Yeah.
But we all got room to grow, I guess.
That's where communication coming at. I know I be coming off a little strong with what I be saying to certain people, but I mean, as you get older, I feel like that's what we need. We don't need that. Oh, we just not talking to each other type shit. You need to call that person like, bitch, what's up? Like, you good?
That's true.
Cause that's what you good? We beefing? What's going on? And then that's when it needs to be talked about. And then sometimes I feel like I don't need to talk to certain people because I've been talking to y'all bitches.
Yeah, that's how I feel. That's where I was about to come in at because, bitch, when you said bitch, I don't know.
Yeah, like after a while, it's just like I'm tired. Like I'm not gonna constantly keep saying what if I never said it, then that's okay. But if I said it constantly,
right,
I'm not gonna keep saying it.
Yes, that's what my therapist told me. Like 2 years ago,
Shout out to her therapist.
I was feeling some type of fucking way about a friend, and let me stop saying friend, ex-friend. And I voiced it, and she was like, "Oh, I just don't know what to say to you sometimes." And I was like, "Huh? You don't know what to say to me." Nigga, you done called me just straight crying on the phone before, not even saying words. Like, and you don't know what to say to me.
Right.
When your world is crumbling apart, you can call me and all this stuff. And then I started realizing, like, nah, some people be feeling like, some people know that you know how to, like, console and deal with bad shit. So they use you for that. So it's like, when it was beneficial, you knew how to communicate. You knew how to get in contact with me when shit was on fire. You didn't have no one to talk to or listen to. But when the shoe was on the other foot, to be able to peep game and say, you know what, my friend might be, you know, in a bad space right now. Let me help her or whatever. It's like, oh, I don't know how to deal with this stuff. Nah, because you know how to be there for X, Y, and Z. You know what's going on with them and their family and everything. But
see, that's to me too. That then you can't say it like that either, because some people have, like, okay, how you say it? Like, I have some friends where I know that are not strong enough to deal with certain stuff. So yeah, I have to call them several times, or I have to pop up on them because, oh well, my best friend, she good, she be alright. I mean, it's not making sense right now, but it makes sense in my head at the time. Right. So I'm sitting here, one of my friends is really going through some shit, and I know they can't handle it as strongly as my best friend. So I won't see my best friend that day. I will go see that friend, but I'll call my best friend. Like,
but that's what you're still doing it. It's what I'm trying to touch on is the motherfuckers that literally just missed the whole point. Like, don't even do it at all type shit. Because you don't necessarily have to always be there physically, like you said. If you know your friend and you know, okay, this phone call is gonna put a band-aid on this, and I got time to come back to it. Yeah. That's how you talk to really execute and be able to handle multiple
we also, as women
situations at times.
We all over 30. As women over 30, I also feel like we should have a place where it's time to make a call. We have to make time. We have to make time for one another. If that makes sense, like,
oh yeah,
we like how you have a spiritual call with your pastor, something like that. It should be a same situation with your friend group, your friend circle, stuff like that. Like, we at the age now where, like, okay, all my friends gotta get along, because I'm not doing this, oh, I'm going here type shit. Like, I'm not doing that right now. Like, yeah, you have friends, but okay, I know I could travel with these friends, and oh, I know I could go here with these friends, but I know my friend don't like to go out like that, so I'm not gonna call. Yeah, you have friends like that, but at the same time, you need friends where you could be on all levels with them, where you can make this phone call and everybody just feel like they could, like how we having right now, just vent out and talk.
But that comes with growth. That comes with growth, and that comes with a choice.
Well, we need to bring it back.
It's a lot of, I ain't gonna lie, it's a lot of us out here on some, oh, I'm a grown woman, I'm on this, I'm on that. But baby, you really can't have a real conversation. You can't take being corrected. You can't take being, addressed when you do something that's fucked up. So that's usually the issue that a lot of us run into. You're trying to hold on to these friendships because okay, yeah, you my good sis when shit was rough back, in the days you held it down. But in reality, bitch, if you really sat down and thought about it, that motherfucker really ain't do nothing. You carried the weight and they was just in the room. That's what I started. For me, I think once I hit like 30, that's what I realized. Because I hit 30, I was like, oh shit, I'm motherfucking 30. Right. I got a kid. Like, I had to, like, I took a year off just from working to be there for my kids. So, like, that, I had a lot of time to sit home, think, look at shit and watch. And I just realized, I'm like, yeah, like, it's not to say that I wasn't growing or some of my friends. It's just, I realized some of y'all not growing in the same space I'm growing. Like,
but that's understandable.
And then a lot of us, it's really an emotional thing. You're comfortable in the space of not taking accountability and stuff because it leads you to not be able to have to apologize or correct your actions. So it makes it easy. Like, a good portion of us don't like having hard conversations. You can't sit there and tell your friend, hey, I didn't like how you talked to me that day, X, Y, and Z, because you feel like, oh, I don't want to start a fight because I might need her next week or something like that.
Oh, nah. We gonna talk about it because I've been where places where I'm like, all right, I'm gonna talk about it next week, and then next week end up being 3 weeks, but it's gonna get talked about. I always had to find myself like, all right, no, address it when it happened. Because later down the line, then somebody could be like, oh, that's why you wasn't calling me, or no. Now I'm learning that I have to address it right there and then when I'm feeling some type of way. Because I'm the type too, like even in my relationships, like when I cut you off, I'm cutting you off. Like I'm okay. Like I'm okay without you. Like I learned ways of coping with myself, so I'm okay with not talking to you. I'm good. Like I don't need to talk to you, type shit. So I'm learning how to like understand that because I know when I call my friends, sometimes we get all in tune with the conversation that yesterday I was late for work. Because I'm in tune with the conversation. Because sometimes you need that conversation with people. You need that. You need to have that talk with your girl. You need to have, just like you could be on the phone laying in the bed with, talk to a nigga. You need to have that same type of conversation with your friends at night.
But that's where I feel like it comes into a choice. Because like I've been in situations where the very thing I was asking somebody for in a friendship, you were easily given to somebody else.
Right.
So what it comes down to is like,
You mean giving it to another friend?
oh yeah,
Okay.
yeah, not to a nigga.
Okay.
Don't give a fuck about that. But like when it comes to other friends, that's what I started learning was like, oh, why? Like I peep game because for me it's never like I always been the understanding friend, and then I started understanding like, nah, bitch, that's what they expected. They expecting you to be the understanding friend. Oh yeah, you don't hit me up whenever until you need some shit, but yeah, I'm gonna be there. Oh, shit is not bad. Like I have friends that like, yeah, we will talk, every now and then and with the foo out, but like the main time you will reach out to me is when shit was going bad in your world. Like you knew that, okay, I don't know if they felt like, okay, well, you're a critical thinker, you're be able to like, talk down the situation, but in reality it's like I just felt like at a point I was really being dumped on like, all your negative shit you can bring to me, but when shit is good, it's like I don't hear shit. And I got tired of that.
Right. The teacher just said, let's start with accepting people where they at or leaving them where they have you fucked up at.
Ooh, okay.
I leave where they have me fucked up at.
Right.
I accept them what?
I feel like we grow in so many ways. It's like how they say like it's a fresh start every 6 months to a year type thing. I feel like I know me personally, I wasn't the same person that y'all met me as. Like I'm a whole different person. Like but it's also like some people are more delayed in time, and I'm an understanding friend of that.
By choice.
Yeah, by choice and by circumstances.
Nah.
Well, I'm saying for me, it's the circumstances because all my friends are everybody have other stuff going on. Some have kids, some don't. Some that don't have kids going through the same shit that my friends with kids have, or vice versa. So I'm also understanding that because I've been in so many situations where I was like, oh no, hell no, like they should be able to call me. But then God set me in certain situations where it was like, okay, now I understand why my friend felt like this. Like she was in the circumstances, so yeah, she had to not be like this or be or say certain stuff like around people, or like you just not in the same. We could be sitting here and you not here. Like it's certain situations where in the circumstances you have to understand that. Like yeah, it's like okay, all right, let this bitch go. But at the same time, like damn, I've been there. Like I'm more like as much as everybody say like I'm not affectionate at all. I am really one of the most understanding friends of all because I've been through so many things. Like shit like this, like the fuck we on live, bitch. But I'm just understanding that my friends got friends as well. Let's leave it on that, cause
So you're not a selfish friend.
I'm not a selfish friend, and I'm also the friend that like, say if Gigi take me to one of her friends' house, I'm a mingle. Like I'm a mingle with her friends. I'm not like, oh, I can't be around this bitch. Like unless she did something to me, but if I don't know them, I'm mingling. That's how I was able to meet certain people. Like I know friends from a friend. Like but you met me through her. Like but we connected a little bit better. Like I'm just understanding that sometimes God put people in your life for certain things and certain reasons.
Oh yeah, I definitely believe that. Because all the people I used to be friends with, y'all taught me a lesson. Don't be friends with type of bitches again.
They like the fuck.
Don't be friends with these type of bitches
funny
again.
as hell. Like she.
Well, you said don't be friend who?
These types of bitches again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's true. But I'm also like
I be understanding, but
protective of my
I'm not
circle.
trying to understand too much because sometimes that's what a motherfucker be betting on. They be knowing you understanding, so they gonna keep hoping you understand and understand and understand.
Some of
So
us gotta
how
take
long-
hard lessons.
So how long you and Gigi been friends?
Me and Gigi been friends since 7th grade.
I was gonna say.
How long you and Nana been friends?
Me and Nana have been friends since 8th or 9th grade. We knew each other in 7th grade. But her best friend that she is best friends with now. We knew each other since our baby fathers had us fucking.
Oh God!
So that was
Right.
about 9 years ago.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's decent long friendship.
I cherish some
So
of my
you met
friendships.
Gigi
But I'm
when
gonna
you
tell you
first
right now.
moved- When you first moved to North?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I
Did you go to 6th grade with us? Did you go to
No,
6th
I
grade?
didn't go to
No, it was 7th grade. I don't know. We was at a lunch table.
You didn't go to
No.
Lewis
No,
Monroe?
we went there.
That's how I met
That's
her.
how she don't know when that was the first person to sleep over at your house.
Yeah. And that was a
That
hard,
was the first thing
that was a
touchdown
hard
made.
swallow.
That shit was
So you
hilarious.
ask her, kid,
What?
because you didn't even allow me to go to my cousin's house up the street. But we ain't gonna talk about that. Anyway,
I didn't let y'all spend the night.
No, I was the first person to spend the night.
Oh.
You called. I remember
But I
she
mean,
called
I used to-
Crystal everything.
y'all
Like,
ever
yeah,
start
let's
to lie
spend the night.
about y'all friends? Like, oh my, I need you to stay because she got locked out of the
Nana
house.
is
I don't
Because
even
my
know what-
mother was really like,
I don't even know what we said.
I don't know, but we came up with some shit a lot.
We came up with some shit.
And yeah.
for you to stay by my house.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because my mother is like low key weak for weak stories.
I don't know what was even fucking said, honestly.
I don't know.
I didn't want people to say
We used to
that.
be
I don't
plotting.
I don't know.
Alright, you tell her this and I'm gonna
Yeah,
see.
like that's sad, bro. That's really sad. But
Nana, you got to do that.
yeah,
No, I wasn't their friend at that time.
not that your best friend that you with now.
Yeah, that was my
yeah.
best friend. Well, yeah, since 7th grade.
She knew her since 7th grade. Then I came along the line.
Who's that?
And y'all know once everybody meet a Leo.
Oh, yo. Oh, hey, Nene. Yeah.
No, no, no.
Damn.
She hard working right now. She working right now. But yeah, even like that, like my people be think I'm really that friend that I can mingle with all my friends.
I'm
Yeah,
really
that's
friend
me
that
too.
Yeah, she's really the
You done
opposite.
came to North and then forgot about Passaic. She don't know nobody and nothing
Right.
in Passaic.
Because North raised me. Like,
But
but
yeah, you get along with all Khadijah friends? But not
I am the friend that get along. I
You
feel like
No, Brienne.
You know what's the funniest thing? Is the fact that she asked the question like,
and they didn't get along.
that shit, Bessie?
Didn't get along.
And they're in my living room.
Nah, I think when we were younger, we didn't really
Of
like,
course I do the
we
teacher.
all went to the same school, but we didn't really like hang
got
out or
old
mix
soul.
in the same crowds and stuff. We would like know each other or be around
I
each
know
other
you
and
through
pass
Tara though.
So they
Yeah.
was in North. They was in Lewis Marine before I even got there. So I don't know what their beef was.
But we didn't
No.
have no beef. We just never really was like friends.
Yeah.
Great, first of all, Greg didn't like me at first because I could cuss Tara. Yeah, and
Wait,
that's why I
wait,
started
pause.
liking
What do
her.
you mean, cause Sarah? Cause that's
When-
news to me.
Cause you didn't like me because of Tara. Well,
What?
I came I could think I came like 7th
This
grade.
news to me, y'all. I ain't.
Yeah, now her and Tara used to be on the playground. I used to walk up like I used to be at the third wheel. She used to be saying little smart stuff. Then after a while I got tired of her. I got tired of her, so I started barking back. Then we just stopped liking each other.
No, you know what's
And then
crazy?
we became friends, and then me and Nana a year or two later became friends, and then I realized that they wasn't. That's what I'm saying. It wasn't because
No, but we
simply
grown now. We
because-
been-
No, in reality,
It took
like,
a long
I'm gonna be
time.
for real.
Yeah, it did.
I am, you know, I guess
Possessive.
possessive with my friends.
Both of
I'm
them
not
are
gonna lie.
possessive.
My mouth is slick as shit, so I probably
Both
won't
of
say no
y'all
mouth
mouth is slick as shit.
and not people getting. Not only that, like I'm low key funny as hell. So it's like, it'd be like, shit I be finding funny. That should really be like annoying or hitting the nerves of somebody. But
I think it's because
even then, like when I like
such a good
at that
friend.
time when I met Tara, like yes, me and Tara were cool, but it was like I feel like I've always been a person that was friends with multiple people in different groups. Like in eighth
Spanish
grade,
people. This
I
girl
was
used to be
friends
everywhere.
with so many girls that fucking hated each other. Fought one of the girls that like I had been friends with since like fucking elementary school. I'm still friends with both of them to this day, and it was weird, but
And
like
like,
at that
my
age, at that age,
My bad, baby girl.
Is that the girl who the school called me and said you was cussing?
No, that was one of my friends.
when I
Actually.
the shit was so
my
bad, I was
friend.
getting in
was
trouble.
fighting?
I was getting in trouble for the fights that happened between my friends that I wasn't there.
She was there, and
I
I called
wasn't
her
even
that
there.
day.
And I would be getting
Yeah.
caught in it because motherfuckers were like, well, you friends with this one, and you friends with this one, and they was going at.
No, I called you
But-
that day. You wasn't at school, but we're not gonna say why you
yeah.
wasn't at school. But
I was waiting for the cable man.
but
I was gonna see my cartoon at school today.
yeah. So anyway, yeah, I had called her like, yeah, girl.
And not only that, around that time, it was like the person. Remember, it wasn't just you and her. It was her and Tip too. So it was like in one day span, all the people that I was close to
I think I was about
got
to
into
fight.
some terrible ass
I
shit.
think everybody that you was friends with, I was about to fight him around.
Oh God.
Not off of,
Why
not
you
off
was like that though? Why you about to be her friends?
She was like about to fight them because they was my friends. She was
Not
about to fight them because they had their own
They had
personal
their
shit
own.
that wasn't mixing.
Because I guess because I didn't come from Newark, that it was just a lot of slick stuff said, and I was a quiet person. I was a quiet person.
Big titties.
So people used to fake bully me, and at one point I was like,
Okay.
yeah, I'm not like yeah.
Wait, I remember when Nana came around, cause she's like, yeah.
Yeah,
We want to fight, cause I said, well, damn. She
yeah,
was like, that's our whole family. I said, damn. She was so excited.
And I called you.
She
It was
was
you,
crazy.
Dominique. All y'all came through, and I was small at the time.
Wait,
I'm big body
when?
bands down, but it was in 9th grade, and y'all was about to fuck this girl up.
Oh, at the school.
And I was sitting there like,
With the socks with the rocks.
Wait, we did the socks with the rocks? No, we did?
Khadija was
I think-
excited.
No, I'm saying we
She-
did.
I
Oh,
was
no,
Excited.
Cause
See that was the time
Yeah,
frame
Khadija
of when I
was
lived out of state.
excited.
Because I wasn't gonna be involved in no shit like that. Because look, I'm African. I will not
'Cause
be
Khadija-
you guys.
I will not be going to nobody's
Khadija
principal
used
office
to
or
say-
jail.
She used to say, "Ma, could I go here?" And I said, "Oh, Khadija, I don't know."
Grab
Cause Ma, cause I'm gonna be good. Cause I was like,
Yeah, she knows, because I don't play that.
I was
Not
like-
my best friend.
She
Nah,
was
I was only
excited.
fighting because I was bullied. I was never a fighter.
And that's for me too.
I was never a fighter. I used to get. I didn't know you could get bullied off of people, off your hair, and just off
Yeah,
of
people
just
be
you
jealous.
being a nice person. People, I get bullied now. Like
Who
off of-
bully you now?
Nobody bullying you, bugging.
So what you talking
But I'm
about?
just saying, like people
She
just.
just said
No, I'm saying
Like, that's what happened when
Oh.
you start drinking. They just be saying,
I'm saying fake bullying, I'm saying like fake bullying, like people feel like they could say certain stuff to me because either I'm younger than them or something else. So they feel like, especially in the workplace, they feel like they can say certain stuff to me, and I'm still grown as fuck, and I still have a smart mouth. I might be the youngest one, but I will cut you with words.
Yeah.
So that's how I cut deep with words.
Oh
And that's my first fight was with your friend, and we cool now.
Let me be motherfucking clear, y'all, because when they be saying these fights be with your friend, let's be for real. I was friends with a lot of people that was not in the same motherfucking circles, okay? I was just a
No, it was
butterfly.
just, I honestly don't, that was in what, 7th, 8th,
I remember what the fight was
I
about.
don't even remember what the
Brianna,
fight
you
was
wasn't
about.
married to her?
No.
She was, well, you want to George, don't say it like that, bitch.
Bitch,
I'm
I am
married
gonna
to
say it
men.
like that.
And
You
I'm
gotta
in
know,
top
let's be
10.
for real.
In top 10.
Jersey.
In top 10.
That's my best friend talking
Blue
shit.
man in top 10.
But let's be for real. Had I stayed in Jersey, you would have never went to Barrington because our whole intent was you was going to university. But once I was like moving, that shit was a dub. And
Why do we want to go to university? Because
that was a school for
it, it was really good.
that was a school for humanities, so like people want to be lawyers and shit. That's what
I remember. But yeah, it was that. I mean, that was probably like that was my first fight ever. Other than beating my little brother ass, it was my first fight ever. No, yeah. He used to fake bully me too.
Oh no, he used to always hit Khadija, and
But
she used to say,
I'm not-
I can't fight him because my dad said I'm the oldest. I said, if you keep letting they hit you, Nate gonna keep doing it. I said, go outside. And she was fighting and crying and screaming. But she dragged Nate from one end to the other.
Now you're gonna have Nate in a conversation. Don't tell him my motherfucking business,
and Nate ain't never hit her no more because Nate used to slap Khadijah's earrings off her ear.
All right.
Damn, he was damn. Nasty man. Don't do my friend.
Yeah.
No,
And I said,
I'm not a fighter, but
I
I
said,
am now. It's crazy. No, look, y'all, it's crazy because back then I wasn't the fighter, but now I'm the fighter in my friend group, which don't make sense. But that's because I be beating on niggas all my life. So now it's just like
that's not nice to say.
No, like not back in the day. Back in the day.
She pull up in hood, jump out of cars and beat niggas up.
Yeah.
Stop playing.
I wasn't part of none of that
get
shit.
that from,
That wasn't part of our friendship.
Right.
I don't do that.
Love will make you do some crazy things.
That's part of this friendship. We ain't jumping out of cars and nothing like that.
No, but it wasn't based off of me jumping out of car for bitches. It was me handling my nigga.
She was with her mother when she jumped out of car for a nigga.
Okay, but let's
And
go.
I was like,
That was love. That was back in the day. But like,
On that cue, I'm gonna use the
They
back.
ain't gonna do that.
Nothing to do with me.
I'm not doing that now, babe. I'm not like that. I'm not like that.
They get on the street.
right.
I'm not like that no more, babe. I changed over.
Just don't piss her off, please.
Just don't piss me
Right.
off.
Right.
I just get crazy when people like. I'm a passionate person. I think I'm a passionate person, so I get mad at certain situations, y'all.
Did you
But I feel like as a group,
did they have you think of something?
no, the teacher was talking to us. But
Natisha,
this was a good.
Natisha, you need to come
Yeah,
come
she said
on the
that.
live because you be saying some good shit.
She was saying, but yeah, y'all, this was definitely MilfnTine. You see how we do when the MILFs get together. When the MILFs get together, we get together, y'all. We just be talking about anything and everything. When we get off this live, we about to get into it. Mama G gonna have to go in the room because we gotta get into it ourselves.
We
It's
going
time to
home.
pack it up. Oh,
We ain't going home.
it's a party. It's a.
I gotta go to doctor.
Anyway, but y'all, we thank you for chiming in. Y'all, make sure y'all buy y'all tickets.
Buy
y'all
the tickets.
Tickets is on sale. Tickets is on sale, y'all. I got a great lineup coming to speak to us about a whole bunch of stuff and how we stand on business like we did tonight.
Yeah.
So, yes, y'all might meet y'all future woman or man even. You never know.
Give the dates. Give the
Name the
tickets.
baby after me. But y'all, buy them tickets. Going on sale. February 25th. Standing on business event.
Stand on business.
Period. Yes, period, y'all. So get y'all tickets.
Thank you guys.
Y'all turn up. Have a blessed weekend.
Thank you. Wait, don't.
No, what is
Hey, y'all. All right, look.
That's what I was just about to say.
Oh, I thought you was.